For any of your operands, you can also use 1 minus to invert the color. So if we go ahead and do 1 minus texture, we'll get the inverse of what we put in there. You can also use the word alpha to use the alpha channel instead of the RGB channels for that stage. So let's go ahead and look at primary. We'll go ahead and set the primary color using opacity, and you'll see that we get white when it's 100% opaque, black when it is 0% opaque. This is not actually affecting opacity because even though it says opacity, it really just means the A channel of the full RGBA color. And finally, for this tutorial, we'll talk about the 3 component operators. We'll get into lerp in the next tutorial, and then there are 3 more that I won't be getting into at all, and the reason for that is because they don't work on either of the GPUs that are available for iOS at the moment. One last thing I think I should go over in this tutorial are the keywords double and quad, which take the result of your texture stage and make it twice or 4 times as bright. So go ahead and write double, and now you'll see the result is twice as bright as it had been, and quad will make it theoretically 4 times as bright. The issue here is that if you have something that is already relatively bright, you're not going to be able to make it 4 times or twice as bright because you're limited by what your pixels can display. So it will get clamped to 1 or white in each channel of the image. So by itself, that wouldn't be used too much. However, it's very useful for lighting, so you can do over brightening. So let's go ahead and multiply this in by our texture. And we have to have the word quad afterwards, or double afterwards. So go ahead and get rid of that to see the actual result. Kind of dark. And the standard for Unity lighting is to use double. So you'll be able to, when you have something, when you have your lighting at 50%, you will get exactly what you put in with the texture, and then when you have it at 100, it'll be twice as bright. So our values were, in the texture, 50% for each of those components, but now they're at 100%.